Hey, good morning. Today's Wednesday, April 9th, 2025. I'm Anthony, and this is Drive Dive. So, the moral of today's story is making these videos actually makes me happy. I was talking with some folks yesterday about commutes and how our things kind of stack up, and I remember it was with a couple colleagues, right? I shared yesterday, one colleague has like over an hour job. I think I exaggerated, said 2 hours, and he clarified it's like hour 15, but he's on a horse farm. He also has farm animals. He said something like 6 acres, and I guess lived near a guy who was getting rid of his horses, and they were going to take them, and then the cost of boarding them, they did the math and figured they should just buy a bigger piece of property where they can, board, I guess, the horses themselves. And so flying into all of that, and I still don't know his full story, like why he doesn't work closer to home, and why he's in this particular school district with the hour 15-minute drive, but he finds a way to make it work. So then I was talking with another colleague after the fact, and some of our struggles and juggling childcare and their well-being and our own well-being and having these drives and such, and she reminded me of mine, and it dawned on me like, oh, I really don't mind it. And I said to her like, oh no, I've gotten over it. And I didn't elaborate as to how I managed to get over it, but really making these videos for me has sort of been that solution, that feel good, productive habit where I really have been able to turn this 45-minute to an hour long chunk of time. It used to feel so wasted, right? And then you'd be stuck in traffic and, oh, my day is shot and this or that, and now it's like stuck in traffic while the drive might be longer, and I do want to get to work on time, don't get me wrong, but it's almost like, oh, well, now I have extra time to record. And not that I necessarily create a longer video or anything as a result, but it's just interesting the way that it's shifted my mindset completely about my drive. And so I would encourage you to, look, really, if you have a long drive and you can't stand it, if you find it aggravating, try something like making a video, whether it's for yourself or something you're going to put out there on YouTube and share with the world, right? That's a personal decision. That's entirely up to you. But so for me, it has been therapeutic, but it has also helped. I hope you watching, it's helped you in some way feel more productive, feel better, feel happier about your day-to-day grind. But I think it's just, I don't know, it's helped in so many ways. It's helped in my search, I think, for validation, right? To be seen, to be heard, and hearing from some of you, reading your comments and your feedback, which please comment down below if you've tried any of these things, if you found any of what I've said helpful, or if you got some helpful tips for me, please do comment below. I really do, appreciate it, as I've said, to be seen, to be heard, that sort of validation, and the interaction's nice. So yeah, I realized that I really feel a lot better about my drive. And so I wonder if there are other things that we could turn into feel good opportunities. Like I don't know if there's a solution for that around laundry. I don't know, right? Doing laundry, whether it's loading and unloading the washer, the dryer, folding the laundry, putting it away, right? It's such a process. Yeah, how do you turn that into something that feels good? Yes, you can do it while watching TV or something to that effect. I don't know if there's a way to gamify it, things of that nature, but I think that's what we want to try to look at, or what can I be doing either alongside this unpleasant chore or activity to make it more pleasant, to make it more rewarding, more fulfilling, or those things that we really don't find rewarding. How do we get them done in some other way, right? I've shared robot vacuums, for the kitchen floor instead of having to clean that on a daily basis. I mean, generally they cost, a few $100s, but over the long haul, they do alleviate some of that daily pressure. And then, as I said, I'm really interested in a robot lawnmower, not so that I can spend I guess it's so I can spend less time out in the yard, right? But not really, right? I'm going to spend the same amount of time out in the yard, but instead of cutting the grass and then not getting to some of the weeding and the pruning, the robot lawnmower is going to be cutting the grass while I am able to then do the weeding and the pruning and take care of some of this tree of heaven stuff that's like taking over my property, border and property line, and even creeping into like my septic field and things. So I digress a little bit there, but the point is we can find things that make the unpleasant pleasant. It's possible. And so as a specific example, I did find a way to make my morning drive pleasant, productive by creating these videos, and they've had multiple benefits as I've shared in the opening. So that's it for me. I really appreciate you watching. Please like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Comment down below. And I will catch you tomorrow. I'll be on spring break, but I'm going to try to upload something. We'll see what I come up with and where I'm recording from. But that's it for me. Happy Wednesday. I don't know, make it a good one. I'll see you tomorrow.